Okay, so this is going to be one of my more substantial videos, I think. It's in reference to what's been a topic on the message board, kind of driven by me, but I want to also give some historical data based on what is the value of a rookie draft pick. I arbitrarily, with really no advanced analytics, just said, hey, if I'm going to take on $10 worth of dead cap space, I want a first round pick for that. Jordan says that is $10 of dead cap space is a second round pick at best. He put it in caps. Mark said, I conclude. I don't really know what he concluded with because he really didn't elaborate beyond that point, and then pretty much kept silent through the rest of the back and forth. Paul said it was a fleecing, but then said the DKAs got better. Well, which is it? A fleecing, or did he improve his team? So anyways, I want to kind of go through some historical data, and then we can maybe come to a conclusion. I don't know if I'm going to be able to come up with a mathematical formula for this, because I still think there's a little bit of a gray area, and also personal opinions are going to play a factor in it. But at least I want to give some data, and then when you are doing trades, when looking to take on a player that's has a value higher than maybe what his ADP is worth, you can make those decisions. And I know when I was coming up with data, I almost convinced myself that maybe draft picks really aren't that valuable to trade for. And this data that I'm going to go through maybe supports that theory. So what I got here, this is an article from rotoworld. It's actually a pretty good article. It's about a year old, but it breaks down the draft starting, rookie draft starting from 2010 going up to 2017. And when I mean rookie draft, this isn't the NFL rookie draft. These are fantasy rookie drafts and the consensus picks for number 1, 2, etc., etc. So, for example, here is the 2010 draft. This isn't a total apples for apples because he's basing his data off a PPR league, but we're close enough. So the consensus number 1 rookie was in 2010 was Ryan Matthews. These years right here, if you see, for example, Ryan Matthews, if he did not place in the top 24 in running back points for that year, you'll see a blank in the year. If he did place, in this case Ryan Matthews placed number 7 in 2011, that's what that number signifies there. So they're basically saying when you draft a rookie, when, if at all, did he become a fantasy starter? So top 24 players in running back, wide receiver, top 12 in quarterbacks and tight ends. So Ryan Matthews, number 1 pick overall in his first 3 years, and I want to I'm blanking here. I want to hone in on the first 3 years because that is the time that he is under contract, under his rookie salary in our league. Once those 3 years hits, then we have to put him on the open market unless you franchise tag him. Now, given there is some value in being able to hold his RFA rights, but still, you can have some complete psycho come in and steal him with a huge bid, and so he's not as protected as he is under your first 3 years. So the question is, when you draft a guy and he's under that rookie contract, how many years of production do you get out of that guy? And is it better to, instead of the pick, to pick a guy in the auction, a more seasoned veteran with a more defined role, and spend your money that way, where you're at least, hopefully, if the projections are right, you're guaranteed for 1 or 2 years of solid production. So here's Ryan Matthews. You spend a number 1 overall pick on him. He only gave you 1 productive year out of 3 years. Next player, well, the consensus was Dez Bryant, but in our league, it was C.J. Spiller. So it took him till his third year as number 6 overall, given it's a PPR league, but still, he was actually really good that year for our league as well. It took him 3 years to even produce one productive season. In fact, it was his only productive season he's ever did in fantasy. Number 3, Montario Hardesty. He never produced a good season for you. Number 4, Des Bryant. Where's he at? Okay. He actually, first year, he did not produce at least a fantasy starter season. Then all of a sudden, he wins 19th, ranked number 4, 7th, 4. So that was a good draft pick because you got at least 2 quality seasons as a fantasy starter under his rookie scale or his rookie contract. Number 5, Javi Best. Where the heck's that guy? Oh, there he is. I got 1 good season out of him, and then he was garbage the rest. Given he was hurt, but still, that's high draft capital for only 1 good season, and he was only 20th. Next, Ben Tate. No good seasons. Next, Toby Gearhart is even on here. No good seasons. Aurelius Ben. Again, no good seasons. Sam Bradford. Is he even on here? There he is. He's never had a quality fantasy season. Golden Tate. He's interesting because he broke out so late. So when Mark drafted him with the 10th pick overall in the first round for our league, he got nothing out of his rookie year or his rookie contract. He had to wait till year 5 before he started producing fantasy starting production. So out of the first 10 picks, we got Ryan Matthews giving you 1. You got Des Bryant 2, Javi Best, Spiller. Demaryius Thomas is interesting because it was a 2nd round pick. We can get into that later. But of the top, in 2010, of the top 10 picks in our first round, only 1, 2, 3, 4 of those guys gave you even starter level production, and only 1 of those players gave you at least 2 seasons worth. The other guys only gave you 1. So you had to spend a rookie draft pick on 1 quality fantasy season versus potentially using that money or using that draft pick on acquiring a player that gave you 2 years if you got him on a 2-year contract. So where we're about 40% for 1 quality season and 10% for a 2 years of fantasy production under his rookie contract. And then the 2nd round picks, none of us picked Antonio Brown, none of us picked Rob Gronkowski, none of us picked Jimmy Graham. In fact, in our rookie draft, the only player that was worth anything was Demaryius Thomas, and as a 2nd round pick, and I had to wait till year 3 to get that production. Let's go down. I don't want to make this a super long video, but let's go down to 2011. Mark Ingram, no fantasy seasons first 3 years. AJ Green, great pick. Julio Jones, that's 2 years. Daniel Thomas, nothing. Ryan Williams, nothing. Greg Little, nothing. Mikhail LaShore, 1 year. Cam Newton, great. Who else was a 1st round pick? DeMarco Murray, he had to wait till his 3rd year to get that. Jake Locker, nothing. Wow. Oh, Shane Vereen. Where the hell's that guy at? Oh, there he is. Nothing. So, again, a lot of picks, but we're still probably at, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In that case, it was about it was a 12-team league, so out of the 1st round picks, you had 5 players that actually gave you any realistic production, and only 1 of those players, 1, 2, 3 of those players gave you at least 2 years. 2012, Trent Richardson, 1 year. Andrew Luck, 3. Doug Martin, 1. RG3, 1. Justin Blackmon, none. David Wilson, none. Michael Floyd, none. Kobe Fleener, 1. Kendall Wright, 1. Ronnie Hillman, 0. These are all 1st round picks, by the way. Is there any other guys? Oh, is AJ Jenkins a 1st round pick? No. Huh, thank goodness. Stephen Hill? None. What a bum. Anyways, I think, and you just keep on going through the article, 2012, you can see that it's about what, 30% hit rate? So I think the moral of the story, and you can look at this article too, maybe I'll include a link below, but it really questions how valuable these draft picks are in terms of what they're actually produced. It's like the shiny new toy. I wish I wasn't so wordy with my descriptions because it's already been a 10-minute video. But as you can see, I'm just going through the list here. Tavon Austin, bum. Eddie Lacy, 2. Giovanni Bernard, 3 years of fantasy production. Monte Ball, nothing. Le'Veon Bell, 3 or 2. DeAndre Hopkins, Cordell Patterson, nothing. So I'm not really sure. Again, I don't have a mathematical formula for this. Again, you should look at this article, but I think when it comes to draft picks, we're at about 30-40% that player will actually give you starter fantasy production. And you have to weigh that in with, if you want to trade for a pick, what you're giving up. So anyways, I hope this is informative. Again, it might be easier if you look at the link. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.